Running enthusiasts are taking part in an amazing feat this weekend. They're going to try to run 100 miles in 24 hours. This all helps out a local organization that we've been telling you about for some time. It's called Back on My Feet. It's a program that literally helps the homeless get back on their feet through running. And joining us live now is Ann Malum from Back on My Feet, along with runner Lori Fauerbach-Adams. And let me start with you. Tell us a little bit about tomorrow's run and how it's helping Back on My Feet.
Sure. Back on My Feet is holding a 24-hour relay race tomorrow called the Back on My Feet 2024 Relay Challenge, Ultra Marathon, and Midnight Madness Run. So we have about 100 runners signed up to participate in the 24-hour run. Lori, who's sitting next to me, is one of those. She's attempting to run between 80 and 100 miles, I believe. And then we have a relay challenge taking place along with the Midnight Madness, and 100% of all of the proceeds from the race go to benefit Back on My Feet.
Lori, you're hoping to be one of the 100 milers. How did you get your start in running, and have you done anything special to train for this?
I started running about 6 years ago with the hopes of just doing a marathon, and discovered after I did that first one in Philadelphia that I really liked it. And since then, I think tomorrow will be my 72nd marathon distance or greater. I've obviously put in a lot of training for it. I don't think the 100 miles is going to happen, though, because of the heat and the humidity, but I'm going to try to go as far as I can. We'll see.
Does this have special significance for you, Ann, because of the cause, would you say?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this, again, all the proceeds benefit Back on My Feet. So every single runner that's coming out there, especially Lori, putting in all the time and effort and to be a part of this, we really are appreciative of that at Back on My Feet, so it's great.
How many Back on My Feet runners are actually going to take part in the program tomorrow?
Actually not that many. We have, I think, 6 of them running in the event tomorrow, and all of them running an 8.4 mile loop. Part of it was scheduling, and the distance is a lot in the heat, but majority of them, at least up to 30 of them, will be down there volunteering and helping out, so you can come down there and meet a lot of the members. And the event takes place at Lloyd Hall, which is One Boathouse Row. It's just north of the Art Museum on Kelly Drive side, and we'll be down there from 10 a.m. on Saturday to 10 a.m. on Sunday.
And if you're not into running, not into the heat that we're going to feel tomorrow, what can people do to help or to get involved with Back on My Feet?
Sure. Well, first off, they can come and volunteer tomorrow. We could still use extra hands down there to help hand out water to all the runners, and we have other kind of responsibilities down there. But if you want to get involved in Back on My Feet, a lot of information is on our website at backonmyfeet.org. You can find out how to come and run with us, how to get involved in some of our committees, and has a lot of information about our mission, our philosophy, and stuff like that.
All right. Well, Ann and Lori, thanks so much for joining us today on NBC 10 News at 4 o'clock. Lori, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Stay cool.
I'm going to try.
And you can find out more about this weekend's race and about Back on My Feet by going to our website at NBC10.com and just look under news links. Kristen?
And now here. It wasn't just about running. Even though volunteers ran around Philadelphia, some for 24 hours, the Back on My Feet Marathon was also to help get others back on their feet. NBC 10's Kristen Welker explains.
It is a race that lasted 24 hours. These runners, who made numerous laps around the Schuylkill Loop, are exhausted and overheated, but they are still on their feet. Amazing when you consider David Pliskonka ran 110 miles.
Excruciatingly painful, but definitely really valuable and worth it. I mean, any one of these races that you start off, you're a different person at the end.
Laura Yasso, a whopping 84.
Did you ever think you were going to give up? Yeah, even on the second lap, it got hot immediately. We started at 10 on that Saturday morning, and by noon, it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And even at night, the humidity was still there, so it was pretty uncomfortable the whole time.
Absolutely giving your heart and soul to this organization.
Each step of this grueling race was about making great strides in the community. Every dollar raised goes to the nonprofit Back on My Feet, which promotes self-sufficiency of Philadelphia's homeless population by building self-esteem through running. James Sanders was one of a few folks who is homeless and who also ran the race.
What it means to me is opportunity to better myself, right? To try to do better than at the present time than what I'm doing right now. Try to find a job, things like that.
And this race kind of exemplifies that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
In all, about 700 people participated. Some ran 8 miles, others the full 100 and more, stopping occasionally to eat and nap. And no matter what time they clocked, each runner was a winner. helping to take steps toward building a better Philadelphia. And they made great strides here today. They raised $90,000, all of which will go to Back on My Feet and the homeless population of Philadelphia. Along Kelly Drive, Kristen Welker, NBC 10 News.